Hey everyone, welcome back to Shade Review. In today's video, we are reviewing the brand new Ray-Ban RB3707 sunglasses. But first, updating today's video sponsor, our own website, shadereviewstore.com, the absolute best place to buy designer sunglasses, up to 80% off the original MSRP. Again, the website there is shadereviewstore.com. Check it out. So let's go ahead and pop these sunglasses on face and talk about the dimensions. These have 54mm lenses and a 20mm bridge. And this is actually the smaller size of the sunglasses that Ray-Ban produces. They also do make them in an average or a larger size than these, which has 57mm lenses in the same 20mm bridge. Now, Ray-Ban says that those 57mm lenses are the average size, but honestly, I really do think that the more narrow size of 54mm lenses is going to fit the average person's face best. I consider myself to have a medium or average size face, and as you can see here, these are definitely the size for me. The 57mm would offer that oversized look, and that's really not what you're going for when you're buying a pair of sunglasses with this lens shape to it. Now, as far as the exact colorway that I'm wearing in today's video, these have Ray-Ban's polished gold frames, which look really nice, and then they have the polarized gray Chromance lenses. These are an all-glass lens, and they're also going to, of course, block 100% of UVA and UVB rays as well, which is extremely important for your eye health when wearing a pair of sunglasses. And Ray-Ban's Chromance lenses are their most advanced lenses. They're going to help increase the colors, the contrast, and the clarity of the outside world, which is really good. And they're also going to block 99.9% of glare as well, which is really, really nice. High quality all glass lens that also have a very nice and premium anti-reflective material here on the back side of the lens, which is going to help reduce sunlight coming in off the lens and bouncing off at an angle, causing eye discomfort. So really high quality lens. Glass lenses are also going to offer very good scratch resistance, so they're going to last a lot longer than a pair of sunglasses with a polymer or plastic lens. Taking a closer look at the frames, we can see a painted on Ray-Ban logo here in the top right corner of the lens. Then we can also see a little Chromance logo here in the bottom left of the lens. Here in the middle outside, we can also see a little etched RB logo there for authentication purposes. Now, moving down the outside temples of the frame, we can see a really interesting and cool looking temple design. We can also see the little etched Ray-Ban logo here, and then the ear rests are actually super long, which add a really cool and fun style to them, and it's actually very comfortable here as well. They just kind of slide on behind the ear and fit really, really well. I like that. And of course, these are metal, so you can actually heat these up and give a custom fit to the face depending on how you want these frames to fit on the face and how you want them to hold on the face as well. So really nice stuff there. Now, as far as the fronts go, the fronts are super, super strong. It's actually a really, really thick bridge. I don't know if that's gonna show up on video here, but that bridge is super, super thick and strong. Very, very bulky. Like, I really can't even bend that bridge if I wanted to. I mean, I guess if I wanted to, I could definitely bend it, but it's not going anywhere. It's much, much stronger than something like a Caravan or an Aviator. Just super bulky. And I haven't seen a metal frame, a pair of sunglasses with a bridge that thick in a really long time. So these definitely seem like they're gonna be very, very durable. Now, I do also like the contrast with the thin temples with the thick fronts. It's just a really cool look. And they also do have these fully adjustable nose rests, so you can actually adjust these to your liking, and they do have a little etched RB logo. This is also going to allow you to wear the frames higher or lower on the face, depending on your personal preference for style reasons. And then, of course, the comfort as well there of the fully adjustable nose rests. Now, if we take a look here at the inner right temple of the frames, they say Ray-Ban Chromance T polarized. Now, typically when a pair of Ray-Ban says T, it is not made in Japan and it is not made in Italy, so it's made in Brazil or it's made in China or somewhere else. But with that being said, the build quality here is really, really nice. I literally have no complaints. The metal hinges feel extremely premium when opening them up and when closing them. Just feel very, very substantial and nice. And again, the fronts are absolutely solid. The ear rests are placed perfectly. The little etching and details look good as well. Speaking of etching, here on the top bridge of the frames, you can see it does have a Ray-Ban logo, but that's the new kind of boxy logo that they're putting on some of the new frames. I don't like the look of that logo necessarily. I like the italic classic Ray-Ban logo that would be found on a pair of original Ray-Ban aviators. And of course, it's found on the lens here. It almost looks like it's a different brand with the boxy Ray-Ban logo. I don't love it, but again, it's a small detail that you're really not going to see. And then here on the inside bottom bridge, we can see it says 5420, which of course stands for the lens size and the bridge width of these frames. If you have the larger lens size, of course, it's going to say 5720. Now, as far as weight goes, these frames are a little bit heavy, about the same weight as an original pair of Ray-Ban aviators. These come in at 34 grams, so you can wear these frames for long periods of time without any discomfort, but the balance here isn't great because, again, these are pretty thick frames with all glass lenses, and then the temples are nice and skinny, so that's going to put a lot of the weight here on the nose. So if you wear these frames for hours and hours at a time, you're definitely going to feel some discomfort here around the nose. But again, they are only 34 grams, so that's about an average weight for a pair of sunglasses, so they're definitely not terrible as far as weight goes, but they are going to be heavy and you're going to feel that heft with the thick frames and then those glass lenses, which I actually like the feel of a nice thick pair of heavy sunglasses. Of course, I just don't like wearing them all day long for a road trip or something like that. But then again, if you're driving, you really should be wearing a polymer lens and not an all glass lens as well, but that's for another video. Now here, if we take a look at the inner left temple, I almost forgot about that. We can just see the color code and the model number and information right there. Now, as far as the style of these frames go, I actually really do like the style of these frames. Ray-Ban's released a lot of frames that look similar to these, but here with the kind of aggressive angle right here, it definitely does kind of enhance and kind of frame my face really good. And I like the double bridge here. It's almost subtle. You almost don't kind of see it. It's not like a bold double bridge, just a very classy double bridge, if that makes sense. And I really do like the look of these frames on the face. I think they fit my face really, really, really good. Definitely a cool kind of twist on a classic aviator style. If you're looking for something that's going to make you stand out from the crowd, these frames definitely could be for you, because these are definitely going to stand out a lot more than a Caravan or aviator. Just really good styling here, honestly. I like these a lot. I personally do, of course, wish that these frames were made in Italy. It's disappointing that they're not. But again, the build quality here is really good. I'm just gonna, I always call it like I see it. You know, if they're cheap Chinese frames, I'll let you know. But these are very, very high end. Everything feels and looks perfect on these. I'm very surprised and pleasantly surprised, of course. Now, as far as pricing goes, these frames are going to run you $236 directly from Ray-Ban's website. So I'm going to leave a link description down below directly to the website if you're interested in picking up a pair of these sunglasses. We also do have a couple of these left in stock on our website for a significant discount off the original MSRP. So you have to make sure to check these out on our website as well, if you're interested in picking up a pair of these frames for yourself. Now, as far as coverage from the sun goes, I almost forgot about that. These frames are going to offer pretty bad coverage. So here up top, you can see there is a massive gap that lets sunlight in unprotected. And then here on the sides, again, there's a massive gap that does let sunlight in unprotected. So definitely not a very practical pair of sunglasses. If you're in a situation where you're wearing these frames and you can't really, you know, kind of change the way you're facing, sunlight can just kind of come in right to the eye. So that's definitely not ideal. My biggest and only real complaint of these frames is the fact that they come in at $236. It's very, very expensive, and they are not made in Italy or Japan. So the labor rates in other countries that these frames are made are significantly lower than those. So Ray-Ban is making a lot of money on these frames by making these sunglasses in that country, and they're not actually passing on those savings to the consumer. That's the important thing. I have no problem if frames are made in other countries, if the quality is still really good, but again, the labor rates, the energy rates, everything like that in China is significantly cheaper than almost every other country, but significantly cheaper than Japan or Italy for sure. And Ray-Ban just isn't passing those savings down to the consumer, which is always annoying. I'd feel a lot better if these frames were about $40 cheaper if they say, you know, made in China on them. These, however, do not say made in China, so they're probably, you know, sourced of both Italian and Chinese materials. That's how they're getting away with not putting made in China. But again, typically a T means it's China. But let me know what you think about this pair of sunglasses in the comment section down below. Do you love them? Do you hate them? Do you own a pair? Let me know and we can start a conversation in the comment section down below. But thank you all so much for watching the video. If you enjoyed it, make sure to give me a big thumbs up down below. And of course, make sure to hit that subscribe button, and then you'll be notified every single time I upload a brand new video just like this one to our YouTube channel. Again, thank you all so much for watching, and I'll catch you all in the next one.